What is going on, everybody? You don't usually see that here on the channel, but I'm doing a Super Duty upgrade to the inside of this interior. You guys might ask what we're doing. Steering wheel time, clock spring, heated steering wheel modules, special harness. You guys want to add a heated steering wheel to your factory, non-installed F-150 or Super Duty for that matter. This is the video you guys want to watch. All right, let's go. What up, everybody? Thanks so much for coming back and checking us out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe right down below, right there. Welcome. I don't usually do F-150 material. However, because these share very similar attributes, one of which is not the engine, but we'll briefly look at this one. This is the 5.0 Coyote, and I guess I can't have the Allen in my hand. There we go. No 6.7 in here. Ain't gonna fit. Does this burn oil? I don't know. Should we check the oil right now? Let's check the oil right now. It's been sitting for over 12 hours. Let's see. Let's see what the oil level looks like. Every time I think of a 5.0 or hear 5.0, I automatically think of the oil. And let's get a rag. Okay, here we go. We'll give it that wipey do. I haven't looked at what it says, but looks to be a current stickered oil change. Let's see what the bellows of this 5.0 is going to reveal. 12 hours sitting. Should just start it and check it. All the oil's down in the pan. Oh, Nikes. We're going to have to call the customer and let him know that the oil level is definitely low, and I wonder, let's look at the mileage and the window sticker. This is one of the first things that my mentor showed me, was first thing we pull a vehicle in is you check the engine oil. Usually we're getting in for drivability issues, but you know, engine oil will tell you a lot of things. So 82,000 miles. What does this say? Oh, we are definitely 2,000 miles away, like almost 2,000 miles away, and we're a good amount of oil down on the dipstick, and this is going to be like 8.7 quarts. So let me make myself a note because I don't want to forget. LOF. Okay, I digress. I apologize. Check your oil. Check your oil, check your oil, check your oil. All right, so what you're gonna do, now if you guys are gonna wanna do this, this is gonna be very dependent on what your truck came with. You don't want to get buttons that you don't have because those steering wheels are a lot more, but this is the part number for this steering wheel. Now I have not opened it. Hopefully I looked this up correctly, but we have the heated available clock spring. These are the push pins. This is the heated steering wheel module. And then check the description. This gentleman's info, Mr. Ryan, thank you. He makes a very nice quality OEM harness to overlay into the vehicle, one of which you are going to need to obviously install this into the truck. But we have some forescan changes. We're gonna go over with that. But let's get this thing opened up so that I can see if I ordered it correctly. All right, let's check it out. All nice and bagged up, covered up. All right, this is the moment of truth. A little bit of an upgrade for them. The leather's probably going to be different. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely have a little more classier of a steering wheel. Looks like the trim is different, which I don't think should be a problem. I don't know if I'd want this. This is kind of real plasticky, but he's got this color in here already, so the accent will pop this nice. This trim is XLT, if you guys didn't know, by the way. I should have told you that in the beginning, but as long as you have this screen here, we'll be able to put the heated button using ForeScan. This is what you guys don't have. That's the heated element right there. That's the connector that goes into the clock spring. So regular clock spring, you got one connector. Heated wheel clock spring, you got two connectors. You're gonna get yourself a 1/8 size Allen, and you're gonna locate this hole right here. What you're gonna do is there is a, I don't want to say a wire, but a piece of metal. When you push it in, you know, through this hole right here, this is where you're gonna push it in. It's gonna go like this. You gotta do the other side too. And this is gonna allow the airbag to come out. So once you put it in here, it's got like a little channel it's gotta go through, but it feels like I'm pushing a button. You're gonna kinda get your fingers here and cock the steering wheel, or the airbag. Okay, that side cocked out. I'm gonna go on the other side and do the exact same thing. You guys are probably wondering why the horn isn't blowing. Disconnect the battery. Okay. Only two spots to do that, and the airbag should pull right out like this. All right, these are the only connections that we have, which are right here. All right. So you can get your little pocket screwdriver. Visit our website, rainmanauto.com, and check out our merch, PTT screwdrivers, and a long list of parts that you all are going to want when you come see me for your 6.7. Tricky connector. Got to slide the orange thing up, both of them, and they will only go in one way. And you're going to pull, just kind of wiggle this out. Don't use a tool, just kind of wiggle them out like that. And then we have a horn connection right here. What I'll do is I'll slide this off that little plastic twang, and I'm gonna do something like this. But I'm gonna switch hands so I can pull this away. I'm twisting the screwdriver like this. Oop. Now come on now. Hit it with some of that Cajun and season now. All right, so we're gonna have to do this. I'm gonna pull. I'm tugging on this as I'm doing it. You see how that just popped out? All right, now make sure to set the airbag somewhere away from you. Just kind of put it over here in the back seat. That's where I like to put my stuff. There's behind the wheel. One clock spring connector. See where the heated one would go? We got one connector. Got a little elusive button right here. Ooh, I got it. Just like this. All right. Now this is going to be pulling through. Steering wheel is going to come off. All right. I think that was 15/16. I think it is 15/16. I'm gonna come through here. It's on loosen. I'm gonna blap it off right quick. Might have a little bit of Loctite on it. I like to take the rest. I like to break it loose and then take the rest of it out by hand. That way I'm not gonna gaw up threads of the steering column or anything. So, right, where's the end? Right there. Okay, so no lock. Oh, just a little bit of Loctite. That's how Ford likes to. Just puts a dab on it, and then there's nothing on the other side. Just a dab will do. All right. Well, this is it. There are my airbag connections. Well, would you look at that? Well, would you look at that? Just look at that. Would you look at that? Steering wheel is off. You're gonna get yourself a 5.5. We got 3 5.5s. We will have to reuse these. Now, if you guys haven't already noticed, this truck's configuration, I'm gonna put these, remember we talked about in the SMB install video, got a clean little pocket. I'm gonna put my bolts right there. That is for this. All right, I digress. If you guys haven't already noticed, he has no console. He's got the flip up seat. So when we're gonna be running the wiring from the body control module, or vice versa from here to the body control module, we're gonna have a little better accessibility. I'm gonna pull this panel off and tuck it up underneath this part of the dash and then put this panel back on and then over here to the body control module. So it might be a little easier than what you guys may be having on your vehicle because you may not have this configuration. So how many of you guys knew there was a little tiny fan in there? Did you know that? Did you by chance know that if you this guy doesn't have auto, but that's like an HVAC temperature thing behind the little fan. All right, so we're gonna wanna take this panel off. What I'll do is I take my finger and kind of do something like that, and then I'll grab a trim tool, or sometimes I can grab my hand and kind of pull on it like this and just peel it up. I'll do the same thing over here on the driver, or on the right side of it. And then you just kind of pull the whole panel down like this. All right, we have what looks like a few 10s. I guess we could just get this out of the way so that we're not having to mess around. Okay, disconnect, button, disconnect, button, disconnect. We have a little harness tethering little thing. All right, we got a couple of 10s. 10, 4 10s. These have a lot of Loctite on them. I don't know what Ford was thinking when they made that happen. Just saying, if you're doing them by hand, be prepared. All right, this last one's gonna take this shield off. So be prepared to grab it. Now, when I've put those particular bolts back in, I have actually broken one of them because the Loctite pretty much caused it to just jam up in the threads. So it was not that was not pleasant. All right, we got a couple of twangs right here. Okay, squeeze the fingers on the back side. There we go, just like these fingers, just squeeze them and that'll pull out. So now this is out of our way. Grab your little screwdriver, kind of do one of these things. You're gonna pull on the piece of plastic and kind of separate these two halves. I'm gonna pull this down. We have in the back here on the top, there's a hook like this, and it's hooking a pin like this in the bottom. This is the bottom and this is the top. It's like this. We have to unhook the top. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh my God, I think I got it. There we go. Once you weasel this out, you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry, the bottom is the hook. The bottom is the hook and the top has the what you call it. And this guy we can kind of just leave like this. These are coming with us. We got to disconnect this clock spring. And looks like, I don't know, that's not 5.5. Oh, shoot. It is a 5.5, but my mistake. That is for the steering column control module. We want these little guys right here, the little tiny itty bitty guys. Kind of awkward getting into the vehicle because there's no there's no freaking steering wheel. Take note. If you guys, oops, sorry about the light wash. If you guys were taking the steering wheel off or the clock spring, this cannot be turned. There's a ribbon in here, and if it keeps going around, well, I'll leave your imagination to decide what's going to happen. All right, we have a T10 holding these on. This is my new Cornwell kit you guys have seen me use. We're definitely going to need those again. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yep. Yep. We got two more. We have two more. Now it looks loose, but it's not just gonna fall out on us, because there's actually some pins that go through into the steering column control module, because the steering column control module's got to talk to the steering wheel controls. Oh, maybe it is going to kind of fall out on you. Okay. Clock spring coming right off. Oh, I think the pins are down here. There we go. Yep, right there. See the pins? Well, I can dig it. That guy was sitting just like this. This is, so when this comes around, that is our turn signal peg. And then I believe those things right there is what dinks it on, or clicks it off rather. Okay, clock spring out. Let's get the new one. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this and this. Let's see what we got. I think this one's gonna have a grenade pin in it because it comes like that from the manufacturer. All right, grenade pin, our clickers, our connector. Where's our old one? You clearly see there's two pins right there. There's some grease on the back of that. Let's look at this one. See how there's an open cavity right there? Nothing. So we know we got the right clock spring, and that thing is gonna sit and go in those pins just like that. But first I need to drain out guys' music back here. Apologize, but we're gonna have to put this fan on so I have some white noise in the background. There we go. There's been a lot of noise around here lately, kind of hindering my work. All right, set that on. We have, actually this is bothering me, hold on. Let me get this piece of hair out of here. We got one more piece of hair. All right, hair's gone. No phantom hairs in my shirt this morning. All right, let's put it on just like this. All right, if you have it centered enough, those pins will go in. That looks good. Let's turn it to tighten. Let's put our, a little bit of that grease on the back of that clock spring, man, gets on your glove or something, man. It really slippery. And we'll just loosely install them here. Just do a little loose install. We want to tighten it down. We want to tighten it down together. Not together, but you know, nice and uniform. I don't want to cock it putting it on. All right. Next bolt. Ooh. It got me. I forgot they're magnetic. What am I doing? Or the bit and driver's magnetic. Okay. This is not a bad job to do. A little time consuming, a little tedious, but I think you guys knock it out of the park. All right, that's snug. That's snug. That's snug. All right, last one. Okay, that's snug. I like it. I like it, I like it. Steering wheel's gonna go right on. That's gonna push through, but I'm gonna wait to do that because right now we need to worry about adding some wiring to the truck that it did not come with. All right, here's Ryan's harness. Oh, we might save those. Well, might be good to use on something later. Okie dokie, okie dokie. This is going to be the module. There's going to be a actual ground bolt down here that if you could pretend to look through, you might see it. Can you see my finger right here? If my finger was pointing at it, my finger is pointing at it, you'll see a ground bolt right there. That's where that eyelet is going to go. All right, let's see what we have here. This green one, where's this lone green one? Oh, that's a big thick one. That's going to the body control module. All right, so we know where these are going. Body control module, ground, the module. This must be what's going up the steering wheel. These guys right here, that's going up the steering wheel. And then we're actually robbing our communication wiring from the TRM. The trailer module is up over here, and I will show you that connection right meow. Under the dash, you have this white box. It's that little connector right there. So in fact, while you guys are here, I'll just unplug it now. That's it right there. And then that is gonna plug into here, and then this will plug into the module. Gosh, I hope you all don't feel that this is just like a garbled mess. But if you can just dissect it, I think you guys will be just fine. So I want you to kind of mock this up first and see what kind of slack we're working with. This is the only thing that we should be running to the steering wheel. So I'll put all this stuff back here. All right, this is the only thing we got coming up. So we know this has got to go here, all right? So that plugs in there. So this is gonna dictate where our wiring is gonna go. So probably something like that, and I bet you anything it had a tether right here. What could I use? What could I use to factory tether this right here? What could I use? Okay, I figured it out, but I'm not gonna show you yet. I'm gonna do something first and then do it so you guys can do it the same way. All right, that connector, if you plugged it in, unplug it, and we're gonna pop this little red thing out here. Let's see if we can do this together. Let's see if we can do a little ginger pop. I'm starting to think I need to change my own screwdriver. It's not as crisp as it once was. I use this little bugger for everything. All right, see how we work this up? All right, so you can choose to either leave it like that or pull it all the way out so you can actually see it come up into the cavity. All right, the back of this connector, I can see that this is 1, that wire is 6, that hole is 7, and this hole is 12. These outside ones, they're not used. Don't be confused. Okay. According to the instructions, the red wire, this one right here, is gonna plug into pin tree. Pin tree. Pin tree. All right, so we got the little locating tab at the top. Kind of hard to show you guys. It'll only go in one way, okay? So you'll know. All right, we need 1, 2, 3. Red goes into 3. Separate it. Gotta keep them separated. All right, 1, 2, 3. See, did we get it in right the first time? Maybe not. Upside down. Okay, definitely not upside down, so I did have it right. I like to call a little shark fin. That shark fin's at the top. There we go, I heard it click. All right, we have 1 and 3. And then the yellow wire, we're gonna plug right next to its little buddy, ketchup. We're gonna plug mustard right into ketchup. I'm sorry, right next to ketchup in spot 2. Put that shark fin at the top. You'll see the shark fin. Slide that thing in. You'll hear it. Let's see if you guys can hear the click over this noise that's going on in the background. Here, listen. Certified click. Anytime. Okay, I think you guys heard that. And then take your red thing. And the red thing. Oop, that'll only go in one way. Slide the red thing in. Oh yeah, now those are connected. And you are now gonna do something like this. Come on. Oh, do I have it backwards? There we go. I didn't just twist that like that. That was, those wires have a memory. I don't think they were like this, because now it looks like a basket. It feels natural. It wants to be like that. Okay. All right. So that leaves our wire routing. And check this out. This is what I'm gonna do. I want just a little bit of slack up here, you know, so they have a nice, I don't want them pulled like this. All right. Got both our edges of the tape. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna do something just like this. Check it out. This is what I have used on my truck. I'm gonna get one of these squares. Now we use that, or this, on those, the S&B module install. Here's the end of the bag, right here. They came with their own zip ties. 3M sticky. All right, let's see if I can show you guys. I'll take this off. And I'm gonna go right on this square. So I want this like this. Right on the square. I'm keeping kind of the perpendicular, not perpendicular, but parallel to this metal piece, like right here. Like I got it sitting nice and flush. All right, we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. I might have to clean that with some brake clean, or maybe that's not a good spot to go to. I mean, it should. Let me clean it with brake clean. I'm gonna try a new patch. Okay, trying again. Cleaned it with brake clean. Okay, I'm gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Okay, that's way better. I should have cleaned it with brake clean. All right, I'm gonna pre-put my zip tie in. Okay, I like the slack. This is not like holding any weight, so I'm just tethering this to the column. Oh yeah, guys, that looks pretty dang good. Oh yeah, got that all the way over to the edge. Check it out. It came out nice. Came out nice. Got a little bit of loops. They're not being tugged. All right. I think we're gonna work our way down this right here. I'm gonna take that off and, well, no, I won't. I'll just zip tie it around here. I'll show you what we're gonna do. All right, so now you see how I have that all nice and ran and looks nice and neat and from the factory, except for these zip ties that I'm gonna turn on top of the harness so that they don't look all stupid hanging out like that. Okay, yeah, that look good. That look real nice, Clark. Hey, guess what's gonna plug in right here? The module. The module. Let's get that module. Module part number. There it is. Doesn't need to be programmed, but we are going to need 3 push pins with the part number right here. So let's open these up. Now I remember when I did mine, I actually broke one of the ears off my module because I put the push pin in the wrong hole. I'll show you what I mean here. Yeah, okay. So they stick down like that. So it's just the top hole. So that's got to go in like that. Module, hold the tab while you push the push pin in. Kind of tough. All right. And then this one. And then where'd it go? And then we're going to be looking at this top one right here. Okay, good. I will remember that this was kind of a hard connector to push in. So everything's routed good. I like it. It's going to go underneath, or should it go over? It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to plug that in. And I am going to push this into its holding spot. Okay, heated module. This is where the mirror spot module would go. You can see the connector for the Limitless mod. But that's it. We got nothing hitting anything moving. We're going to take this ground and we're going to, do something like this. We got an 8 milli right here. 8 milli. 8 milli. All right, let's see if we can do this one-handed. Okay, I've clicked it on tighten, and that was too soon because I can't pull that out with my hand. There we go. I don't know what that goes to, but I'm gonna look at the face of it, and I'm gonna put the bolt through this way, and I'm gonna put the bolt back in the metal substructure of the dash. I'm gonna need my right phalanges for this. Okay, I like it. Looks like that bottom one has stayed where it wants. We'll do the same at the top. Ooh, is it gonna turn when I tighten it, or am I gonna have to re-index it? I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I can totally dig that. Okay, so now we're gonna disregard our long green one because that's gonna go to the body control module. We're gonna pay attention to this one, and we're gonna have to wind up tying it up underneath like that. Let me plug it in and I'll show you, or maybe I can show you now. Let me get the light back here. Let's illuminate it like this maybe. That might work. All right, we're gonna go up and over, keep all the wires together. All right, I'm gonna plug this into the TRM. All right, let's get the TRM connector. We're gonna plug these guys in. Okay, that's connected. Now I might do something like this. Yeah, I'm gonna tether it. Watch what I'm gonna do. Okay, everything is tethered. Everything is up out of the way. There's no moving parts going to interfere with anything that we just installed. So I like this. That looks good. We don't have any tugging going. That looks uniform all the way over. We got the module. It's plugged in. We got the ground looking good. All of our wires up underneath the steering column look good. I'm gonna go stand in front of this fan right now to cool down, but I'm gonna have the steering wheel ready to go on. I'm gonna put all this stuff right here back on. I will put this back on, and then you and I will put the wheel back on. It's steering wheel time. Oh, I can't take this plastic off. I mean, I'll feel for the heat, but that's the customer's doing right there. All right, let's see if I can successfully show you all. I'm gonna navigate all this through. We got that grenade pin that has to go through the steering wheel. Okay, we gotta move this out the way. All that stuff's gonna come through. Okay. Do these little guys first. Okay, here comes grenade pin. That's actually going into the connector. And then we have those two little things on the clock spring. Those yellow things. They're actually on the clock spring. You can see them pushing through. So once that's on, I get the bolt that we took out, move the connector out of the way. Bolt's got Loctite on it. Okay, I'm gonna pull the grenade pin. Grenade pin pulled. I'm gonna put the connector in. Only goes in one way, the exact same way it came out. All right, look at that. Exactly where it needs to be. Well, I can't get that tab in there. Come on, tab. There we go. Tab in there. All right. Buttons. Buttons. Airbag. Horn. We'll just pop that in. All right. Connectors. Gonna go in the exact same way. In fact, we're color coded. Oh, let me do the horn first. Sorry. Horn first. Okay, that definitely plugged in. All right, let's color coordinate these. We got the robin egg blue color. Orange is down. That's connected in, and orange is down. Rocket, rocket. Did not pop out. Nothing's behind it. Clear. Okay, that's in. Trim feels good. I'm leaving the plastic on. The steering wheel's attached to the steer wheels. Dang, he is gonna frickin' like this, man. Got some same color stitching right here. A little more, I don't know, bulbous right here. I like it. This guy is gonna be super frickin' excited. Okay, well, now let's get to the body control module wiring. All right, check this out. The Super Duties are the same way. Hey, no kidding. 7 mil. Down here by the accelerator pedal. We're gonna have to reuse that, so just kind of collect it. And this thing, this is gonna be kind of floppy. Peel it around this trim here, and then you're gonna pop it forward all the way across. I'm gonna have to go on the other side. There's no screw over here. It's just one of the clips. Ooh, look, a leaf. There we go. Pull this guy all up out of here. We got a whole bunch of leaves down in there. Get this plastic out of the way. Okay, look how much nice room we have over here to work with. You can kind of see, I mean, because there's no dash console, but you're still able to get the wiring through behind in here. If you had the console, I bought some fish tape a while ago. Works out really well, especially if I'm doing like the high idle stuff. I bought this fiberglass, and it's got this end on it. Works well, but I don't think I'm gonna have to really do that. I think I might be able to sneak this through. Come over here on the passenger side, and you shine the light on the driver's side. You can see it on the passenger side, and kind of aid in your, I don't know if you guys, could you see that being pushed through? Oh yeah, you can. Now, since I have no dash in here, this is closed. There's nothing loose. I'm actually gonna be able to squeeze the button, or the gripper claw for myself. All right, let's see, where's the end? Right here. Okay, so now this thing, if I have it clipped in correctly, looks like I'm tethered on the accelerator pedal. I see it's still connected. What if I shove some slack in there? Let me shove some slack. Get in there, slacker. Get in there, slacker. You never amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley. Is that what you want to be, a slacker? Slacker. Come on, am I pulling it? Am I pulling it? Am I pulling it? Ay, papi. Miami. Hey, look. It's in one piece. Hell yeah, brother. Let's make sure our routing is sufficient. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna go underneath. I'm gonna go above, up and over this duct this duct, and I'm gonna do something just like that, and it's gonna kind of rest right on that HVAC box. Let's see if I can fiddle. Let's see if I can fiddle with this. Come on, fiddle. Fiddle, fiddle. Okay, I can dig it. Nothing's being tugged. No tug job here. Tug job Johnny. Okay, I think. Let me get my cutters. We'll do a little clip. Clip me, daddy. Daddy D. Dad Foo. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. I am Batman. Actually, it's not. Actually, I'm not Batman. Today's my birthday.
Hey, Aaron. Guess who? It's man, Goldie Wilson. So listen, man. Reached out to me and said, hey, he's having a birthday. So what we want to do is, little Goldie and myself, is say happy birthday to you. Hope it's the best birthday you ever had. And to quote a line from the film, you wait and see, Mr. Carruthers. I will be mayor, and I'll be the most powerful man in Hill Valley. As a business owner, you understand being a powerful man. Hey, Aaron, have a great, great birthday, man. And remember, when you vote, vote for Mayor Goldie Wilson. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, little Goldie.
All right, let's go over to the other side and see what kind of wiring we're gonna have to secure on this side if it's gonna be too messy. So far, that looks okay. I can dig that. We're gonna go all the way over to the BCM connector, so you see how much slack we have. So don't be doing no crazy little loop-de-loops. We'll go underneath this carpet, not tugging on it. I'm just gonna tuck it. I just tucked. Just a tuck job. No tug job, just a tug job. All right, I took the floor mat out. I'm taking this sill piece out. Pull this door off. Pull this out of the way. Get the weather stripping up. All right. Now be careful right here, because there's a post that goes this way. Once you pull it out, rotate it like this so you can keep that post. See, a lot of guys rip that off. Oh, we got some cobwebs down in here. All right, just putting the sill back out of my way. In fact, I'm gonna take this off and put it back on the truck. So, according to the instructions, we need connector 2280A BCM connector. I think it's this one. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to do, I think it's that one. Let me see. It's gonna have to be one of these bigger connectors to put that size terminal in there. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I remember now. I remember. All right, we need pin 16. Ooh, pin 16, eh? Can't take that cover off. Let's see, let's count them to see if maybe we are or not on the right connector. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it's got to be one of these. I got to look for connector 2280A. I'm pretty sure I found it. Does that look like that one? All right, we got this plastic piece separating that row and that row. We have that plastic piece. We have kind of one staggered, right? 17 staggered. 17 staggered, and we definitely don't have anything in 16. That one right there says 16 should be not used. Okay, well, I'm gonna stick it in that cavity, pin 16. So this one might be a little tricky for you guys. You guys don't normally see me work on ones like this. pop that zip tie. All right, we got, where is it? We got a couple, oh, we have one tab right here. This tab right here is the clip right here. Okay, slide the, oop, maybe don't do that. Slide it like that, okay. And then you're able to pull this off. All right, pin 16. It's gonna require us, again, to pop up this locking tab. Don't have to remove it all the way. Like it's got a detent, like right here, that wants to stay. So let's see, this is plugged in down here like this. I'm gonna route this wire, I think like that. I can do that. 16. Right hole. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. All right, pin 16. All right, let's get that ran like that. We got two little feet right here that are supposed to go in the back side of that connector. Our wires are in. All right, excellent, excellent. You cut a zip tie. You best believe we're putting on another zip tie. Feed it right up in there. The remainder of that wire is just gonna kind of sit here under the carpet. Okay. That's locked. That's going into its home. Let's do it. Let's pull the carpet back. Totally underneath. BCM connector going in. Completely latched. Route the heated wire. You guys can see that right there. I'll tuck this down underneath. Carpet. Nothing's flawed. I like it. All right, all right, all right. Let's go ahead and put this plastic piece on. Put this thing on, peel the weather stripping, get that post in first. Don't break the post. Okay, that's in. All right. Okay. Don't forget your little flap. Your flap. Right there. All right, seam look good. And the last thing we gotta do is take our broken zip tie out, our Knipex, our instructions, and then this lovely F-150 floor mat. Now, before I started this scene, I already went ahead and put that trim piece back on with the 7 milli over there on the driver's side, so don't forget that, because we're gonna need to now start the programming process. Don't forget the battery. We have power. All right, it's forescan time. Forescan time. VCM's hooked up. Let's put the key in. Let's turn the lights off. HVAC is off. We have our instructions. Let's connect. All right, as it identifies all the modules, let's look for the HWM. Now that we're going to be on the communication network. Remember, we piggybacked off that trailer, the TRM. TRM checked in. Where's our HWM? All the modules in the truck have to ping. So the gateway is going to ping everything, and it's supposed to give a little ping back. Okay, we have a not configured code. All right, so forescan changes. Let's go to FCIM. Now you are going to have the extended license to do this. FCIM as built. Hit OK. We're going to have to go to address 0102, and we need to take, we have 3 blocks. We have block 1, 2, 3. The first block, the last character, it needs to be a 9. So instead of this 1 for 0102, we need to make that a 9. We're going to go down here and we're going to hit right. Now what that just did, changed the front control interface module. Let's go ahead and do a key cycle. Off, on. Okay, let's go ahead and hit stop. Let's go back up to configuration and programming. All right, let's go for APIM as built. Okay, so we're gonna do a couple of things for this guy. So you have a choice. If you have heated seats, you can keep your heated seat button right there. But when I added my heated wheel, I also put the heated seats on the infotainment as well. So heated steering wheel only, heated steering wheel and seats, heated steering wheel and AC/heated seats. Well, we only have the middle one. So we're gonna go 7D0101. Okay, so we're in this very first address, but we're gonna wanna go to the last block, second character. That needs to be a 7, 0101, and we're gonna change the last block, the second character, to a 7, and we're gonna hit right. Okay, yes. Okay, let's do a key cycle. Now, one of the last things, only change the vehicle remote starter equipped and has IPS remote start controls. It will warm up when the heated wheel or when the truck turns on. So let's get out of here. This does have remote start. So we're going to go down to IPC as built, play, hit OK. We'll just make sure he has remote start. Remote start. Yep, he has remote start. So factory remote start. And we need to go 720-0202, 720-0202, all right? And we need to work on this block right here. And looking like the character of 1, we need to change. So, add 4 to the existing value. So right now, 0202, I have a 1. I need to add 4 to that value, so that should now be a 5. We're gonna go ahead and hit right, hit yes. We're gonna hit OK, do a key cycle. Do a key cycle. And let's get out of here. Let's see if we can go to the wrench. What if we do heated steering wheel module reboot? No, that may not be it. Let's go testing, no. Heated steering wheel control module reboot, that's the only thing we got. Programming. Okay, let's go back to the DTCs. Let's see if we get this initial configuration not complete still. Let's go ahead and clear the codes. Gonna want to do a key cycle. Okay, ignition on and off. Now the truck will have to be running in order for the heated wheel to work. Okay, we still have a configuration code. Okay, so I believe that's it. Everything else, reboot. Let's do a reboot. Let's see if that does anything. Module reboot, module reboot. Yep, okay. Turn the ignition off. Off. Let's hit OK. Okay, we gotta wait 10 seconds. All right, let's turn it on, off the engine. Let's see if that code went away. Key on. Let's go to DTCs. Let's rerun self-test. Okay, we still have that. I wonder if that will just go away. I don't remember. Let's go here. Full hot or warm? Oh, wow. No kidding. Okay. I don't know. I guess let's see if everything works. Continue. Okay. There's, it's populated. Let's see what happens when we start it. Okay, there's our button is now populated. Let's see. Oh, okay. You guys heard that beep. I'm gonna feel it. I ain't peeling this off. I'm gonna let the customer do it. I'm interested to see what that full hot and that warm was about. I don't want to cause anything to not work. Let's see. Yeah, I can totally feel it. I can totally feel it. Oh yeah. Yep, I can feel it right. I can't feel it through the gloves, but I can feel it right on my lips. You may think it's goofy, but trust me when I tell you that this wheel is freaking, I'm feeling it now through the plastic and now through my glove. Oh yeah, this guy's gonna be so freaking excited. We have this. He is gonna be A-okay with this factory installed heated steering wheel on your F-150. If you got an F-150 or you have a Super Duty, come by the shop. Let's get your truck, let's get your situation, whatever you got going on, settled, fixed right, so that you're not fumbling around going to that institution where apparently it doesn't seem like anybody knows what's going on anymore. Pretty sad. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, sub, share, and it's gonna be oil change time. See you.